Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 265 just finished up, and honestly, it was still a pretty good chapter. As myself and many other people predicted, this was going to be a heavy yap fest, and that's pretty much what we got. And since this is such a heavy yap fest, I'm going to give you the biggest details, which is the last couple panels first, and then you guys can watch the rest of the video if you want to know about the small details of what they're talking about. The last panel states that Yuji will unalive Sukuna, and he will not allow him to go back inside of his body, which means he's going to unalive Sukuna inside of Megumi's body. To which Sukuna says, "Bring it on, and if you fail, I will unalive everybody." And that's the most important part of the chapter. Now, again, if you want to see what happens, just keep watching, and we're going to go from the start. So we start the chapter off with even Sukuna questioning what exactly is going on. And he explains that he's seen this before. Whenever it's the height of a battle, souls and cursed energy will connect. And we've seen that Sukuna himself has experienced this because we saw him experience this with Kashimo right before he takes Kashimo out. In other words, the height of the battle. Now, Yuji tells Sukuna himself that he also doesn't even know what this is, but he just wanted time to talk with him. He says when he tried to do the domain, he did it pretty frantically, so to him, this is still confusing as well. And then they genuinely go for a stroll and have a very long conversation. He talks about how he used to live in the Sendai colony for 6 or 7 years, but only moved away because of his grandpa's work. And then talks about how he came and returned because of a funeral, but not his grandpa's funeral, a friend of his grandpa. And then wonders that if his grandpa had passed away first, if his friend would have actually shown up to that funeral instead. They then continue to walk and notice some flowers, which he improperly names, and Sukuna very quickly corrects him on. Literally says, "That's a hydrangea, you moron." And then it's revealed that he got those memories from Megumi, but he said that he honestly didn't bother to go through as many of the memories of Yuji's that weren't as important. Seriously, he is so incredibly petty when it comes to Yuji. He then goads Sukuna into fishing for crawfish or crayfish. The translations is either, but I don't really think it's important. Yuji says that Sukuna caught an American one, but he caught the Japanese one, which is apparently way more rare. To which Sukuna responds with a petty response, as always, saying, "Well, yours is microscopic." Yes, this is the dialogue of the chapter. They continue to talk, eventually going to a place of archery where Sukuna says that he specializes in this because of obviously Fuga. And unfortunately, we are on a 2-week break now, so it's going to be a while before we actually get to see the throwdown between Yuji and Sukuna.